So there's some things you might like, and there's some things maybe you might dislike. So your taste buds do change, and you do like things as you gradually get older. Say, for example, I tried grapefruit in, like, first time in 10 years. Proper fresh grapefruit. And I know I've never liked it. I hated it. And I tried it, like, a couple of months ago. I love it. It's really nice. So, you know, things do change. And there's some things you do like, some things you don't. So, avocado isn't always fresh or prepped well, especially if you're not near where it's grown. That's also another good thing as well. You could have had a really bad experience with it. So, say, for example, if it wasn't grown fresh, it was pretty hard, or wasn't great flavor to it. So, you know, you'd be like, ugh, I don't like it. So it kind of put you off situations. Or just like hands down, you just don't like it. But yeah, that's also one thing to also bear in mind. Definitely, Craig. Definitely. So, anyway, riveting on. What are we doing today? Today, we are making ourselves a delicious roast chicken dinner for my family. We're doing roast potatoes. Also, if you're going to be like, well, if you're doing chicken, why the hell is there, like, cherries and apples on the stove? Well, we're making a crumble as well. Or if you want to call it a... what's the American word for it? Cobbler. So we're going to be making that. I've got some carrots, I've got some peas, I've got some broccoli to prep up. My chicken is in the oven. I've stuffed it with homemade stuffing I made this morning with butter, lemon, thyme, parsley, a bit of sourdough. Blended that up, stuffed the cavity. And then we put a little bit of sausage meat in there. I've got a little bit more sausage meat to cook off extra as well. I'm going to make homemade gravy. And I think that's it. Did I mention peas? Well, I did now. Oh, and asparagus as well. Asparagus. So lots and lots of stuff to prep up. So delicious. Brussels sprouts are gross. You're not a big fan of Brussels sprouts, Alicia? Have you ever tried them with, like, smoky bacon and lemon juice? Maybe a few, like, cashew nuts or something? Or is it just hands down? Avocado bread? Oh, avocado on toast, right? I hate sprouts if they're boiled. Yeah, I feel like sprouts is one of these hated vegetables that not many people like. I didn't like onions as a kid, and I like them now. Still not a fan of, like, grapefruit. Yeah, it's one of those things. If you're not a big fan of bitterness, I've always had a sweet tooth, so bitterness for me was tough, like coffee and beer and things like that. So I've always, like, when I was younger, I used to drink a lot of cider instead of beer, so... I actually don't mind beer now. I quite like it, so... You do change your taste buds over time, guys. So, you know, just... it just takes some time. Have a bit of patience. Give it another try. If you don't like it, and just, you know, give it another bash. See if you like it. Chef, there are a few restaurants here finally offer avocado smoothies. I'm so happy. Oh, really? Avocado in a smoothie is actually pretty good. Depends what you got it pairing with, but I've used it a few times in the past with smoothies for sure. Mr. Fly, go on, go in that zapper. I'm not a fan of bitter foods. No, that makes sense. I mean, if you have quite a sweet tooth, I know I still have quite a sweet tooth. You prefer the kind of sweeter items rather than the bitter things, so that's understandable. I agree with you, Mrs. Kitty Paws. Grapes are, like, already fruit. Oh, yeah. Watermelon with, like, fresh mint on a great... Oh, watermelon's great. So refreshing. I feel like watermelon is a very kind of subtle flavor, but it's so damn right refreshing. It's not, like, really, like, a hard flavor, but it's more refreshing. It's more of a... Reminds me of summer. More of a summery flavors, right? I sauteed them in vinegar with onions and spiced it up with a ton stuff. Find out off my cabinets. Oh, awesome. I used to like coffees for some. I don't care for it now. Yeah, I mean, as I said, everyone's different, and everyone will, like, change their taste buds and, like, what they like and dislike, and maybe there's some things you used to like when you were younger. It'll definitely change. Probably it'll still change for me as I gradually get older as well. Maybe there'll be some things that I'll just like, I don't like, or maybe I don't think there's a lot of things I don't like, to be fair. But there are some things. I blame the flavor of aniseed due to my younger years, drinking far too much Sambuca. That kind of put me off the flavor of aniseed. So yeah, now I can't even really eat it much, but that's my own fault. That's not due to my own flavors or anything like that. That's my own doing. Cheeky rum. Hendry. Hey, Chef. Hey, Hendry. How you doing, buddy? How's things? Yeah, I like a little bit of rum. Or rum cake. Rum cake's nice, right? So what are you making today? Again, sorry. Yeah, I'm making a roast chicken dinner today, Alicia. So I've got 2 whole chickens in there, which I've stuffed with homemade stuffing. Sorry, just putting some stuff in the sink. Homemade stuffing. Got some sausage meat stuffed up in there as well. We're also doing some carrots, peas, asparagus, and broccoli. I got roast potatoes, which are on the go. Well, they should be. Yeah, they're getting there. They're getting there. And I'm also making dessert, so I'm making a apple and cherry crumble. Now, these cherries were down the farm, just down the road. We picked them and pitted them, so proper fresh cherries. These are tart cherries rather than the dark, sweeter cherries. So we're cooking them down. I'm going to be adding more sugar as time goes on. We've added a touch of vanilla in there, and then we're going to make a nice little crumble mix very shortly once we're finished doing the vegetables. And that's pretty much it. I might make some custard later on as well. We'll see. Ready for the crumble. But just prepping up all the veggies now. Chicken's going to come out in about 45. I'm going to have a little look at it. It's looking... Oh, my God. That smells so good. Chicken's turning out really well. So, yeah, it's got another 45 to go. So, and we're going to make some homemade gravy as well. I'm going to show you how to make that. Using my special British ingredient, Marmite. What a treat. So we're going to make some homemade gravy. We're going to show you how to do that using the juices of the chicken. And then we're going to let the chicken rest. And we're going to pour the juices from the chicken after resting back into the gravy so it's even more chicken flavor. I think that's it. How was your stream anyway, Alicia? Did you have a nice stream? What did you get up to? You might have put it in chat, but chat's been going crazy. I can actually talk now. So, did you have a nice stream today? It's so lovely to see, and thank you so much for that support. I really appreciate it a lot. Subboard. That's what I was going to do. I knew there was something I needed to do. I was like, something. Right. So, Mans, thank you so much for the gifty subs. I appreciate it, darling. We already put Raven's Heart on. Perfect. Okay, so come on, laptop. Don't die me yet. You can die next week when I'm got my new computer up and running. So, Anne-Marie. I'll put you on as a cheeky yellow. Oh, wait. I need to put my wife's name on first, right? 090. Also, how's Dan doing? I know he did a cooking stream yesterday. I kind of missed it. Was it yesterday or the day before? How did that go for him? Did he enjoy it? What did he make as well? I hope he's enjoying the cooking streams, Dan. He's a good chap. Cheeky Welsh chap. So Anne-Marie's on. Angel Bean with a cheeky peach. A-N-G-E-L. Yeah. A-B-E-A-N. 1971. Perfect. Condor. Condor, I'll put you on as a cheeky purple, if that's okay. Minus the E. Or was it minus the E? But it says... Oh! I can see where I've gone wrong. I don't know what you're on about. The E was already there. Thank you. Appreciate it. Right. Purple. Purple's cool with me? Awesome. Awesome. TMF. Condor. Beautiful. Must be my eyes. Maybe. Old Red Fox. How about a red? Because, you know, Old Red Fox. Old Red Fox. I feel like I'm missing somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's the other person I'm missing? Oh, Batstar. Sorry, my friend. I'll put you on as a cheeky blue. 101. Awesome. Oof. Right. So, is it Vegemite you to the grave? Yeah, I'll put Vegemite in the grave. I don't put it in my gravy though, because it's Australian. They decided to copy us because we had good quality Marmite. Yeah, no, the British is Marmite, Vegemite's for the Aussies. But yeah, Vegemite we don't use, but Marmite, yes. Yesterday he made like banana bread. I think he used too much baking powder. Oh dear. Did he learn from his lesson? I'm sure he did, and I hope it turned out well. I'm just so nice to see him like cooking and learning, and I know he said he got like fed up of like not knowing how to cook, and he's teaching himself and he's learning from others, and it's just so nice to see. It really is. Kate does stuff. Hey, how you doing, Kate? How's your day going? Right, let's put this back. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Technically, it's like Anne-Marie, but like Twitch doesn't like hyphens. Oh, I'm with you. Damn Twitch. Just pulling your leg. Oh, okay. Who's pulling whose leg? What's going on now? What? I'm confused now. Right, okay. So, broccoli we need to crack on with next. Don't worry, that's not lemonade. That's just plain water. I promise I'm not a liar. Kappa. Right. So, broccoli's in the fridge, but I was looking for something else before I was doing that. I got so many things going on in my head. I was like, oh, I need to do that. Oh, actually, I'm going to do this. Oof, broccoli. Oh, that's what I was going to do. That's why I went over here for. I was going to give the apples and cherries a quick stir before I crack on with the next job. So, alrighty, I gotta get some noms. I'll be right back. No worries, Alicia. I appreciate it. Much love, my friend, and thank you so much again for the raid. Enjoy your noms. I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, let's give this a little cheeky stir. That's looking good. I feel like I might need to drain some of this liquid off, and then just pop some more sugar in there, because these are a little bit tart. I think if I'm going to wait like forever for it to reduce down, it's going to take a long time because there's a lot of liquid. So what I might do, strain off some of that liquid, put them back in the pan, add some more sugar, and then we can good to go. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Broccoli. We've got 2 heads of broccoli. That chicken is looking so good right now. So good. Jeez, that nearly gave me a heart attack. Kate does stuff. Thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here, my friend. And hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Much love, amigo. Thank you so much. Right, this is a lot of broccoli. But we got a lot of people coming, so it's necessary. Got to head back to work, so have a great day, chef. No worries, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy work. Thank you so much for hanging out, Papa. It's always a pleasure. And much loves to you, my friend. Much loves. Right. So, what we're going to do, take these stalks off. Now, you can keep the stalks if you want. Use it for soup. Oh, Gordon Bennett. I'm going to actually slice them very thinly. Cook them separately, and then add the heads, because they're going to take a bit longer, the stalks. So you got a bit of texture. So I'm actually going to use the entire broccoli. So we're going to cut these down so there's no wastage. Let's take the elastic bands off. So, sorry, I couldn't help myself. I was aiming at that fly over there. I hit it, but it didn't go down. Oh, dearie me. Right. So, I'm going to take the stalks off a sec. And slice these up. I'm going to use these beautiful stalks. So let's give these a little bit of a cheeky dice. Don't want them to be like really thick, but I'm going to cut them nice and thinly. Oh, geez. Cheese. Cheese. We ain't got any cheese today. So you can actually cook these down and use these and eat them. They're absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. People look at stalks and they're like, oh, they're trash. Throw them in the bin. Hell no. Use them up. Still just as tasty. They do require a little bit more cooking time than, say, in putting the broccoli in. Oh, quick, hide! I'm not here. Zed, how's it going, buddy? How you doing? What you been doing? Have you gone cross-eyed by now, good sir? How you doing, buddy? So good to see you. Thank you so much for popping by. Can we get a shout-out for Mr. Zed if we got any mods lurking? If not, I'll give you a shout-out now, Mr. Zed. Oh my god, I like scared myself. I was like, oh my god, there's a bug in there. It's not. It's just where the broccoli's like a little bit dead. So I was like, Jesus, I thought that was a fly or something. Thanks, Mans. Appreciate it, darling. Is it a little bit quiet today in school, Mans? How's your day going, sweetheart? Hem, what's up, buddy? Chef, how do you roast chicken in the oven? Start like what temperature and finish? Depends on the size. And it also depends if you fill the cavities with like stuffing and sausage meat, which I did, so it's going to take longer. But if you're just going to regularly cook a straightforward chicken, should be about an hour or two, depending on what size. If you want a little bit of clarity and like, you can actually go on Google and say, okay, 4.5 pounds of chicken, how long? It'll give you temperature and time. So I usually go with, for this one, this is going to take about 2 to 3 hours. They've got 2 large ones in there. They're looking pretty good, and I would say they're almost there. They're almost there. So I'm going to have a little look. But the signs that you're looking for when like a chicken is done is like juices running clear. If you want to use the temperature probe, obviously. It needs to be above 74 Celsius, which is... What's that in Fahrenheit, guys? I'm so bad with Fahrenheit. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know somebody said it before. Isn't it 130 something? I think. I can't remember. I can't quite remember. Yeah, what's 74, guys? Thanks, Chef. No, you're most welcome, buddy. You're most welcome. But yeah, usually, and then once you get like a guidance of like how long to cook it for, then you kind of get a rough idea, and then you get used to it. It's just practice at the end of the day, so you know. And then if you've cooked it a bit too much the one time, then you'll learn from your mistakes. You're like, okay, so it was this weight. I put it on for this time. It was a little bit too long, maybe a half an hour shorter, or an hour shorter, you know. But yeah, but always, if you're worried about the chicken being done, just always look for like the juices running clear. Like, get a knife, maybe cut the leg a little bit, and if the juices are coming out nice and clear, we're at the thickest part of the chicken, you should be good. Not bad. Having my students right has been a challenge. Oh, really? You're just waiting for them to finish up. Just doing mount runs. Oh, really? Have you got any cheeky mounts? Oh, you know, I was playing yesterday, and do you know that thing, Mr. Pinchy? I remember I spent like hours and hours and hours trying to do that on the EU server to fish it. I did it yesterday. I spent like an hour doing it, and I found Mr. Pinchy, and then I clicked on him, and he gave me the pet. So I got really lucky. Really, really lucky. So I got that achievement done as well. It wasn't a mount, but it was a pet. So I was like always taught to throw the stem away because it doesn't taste nice. You can certainly cook with it. I mean, if you don't want to cook with it like I'm doing, you could always like part cook it, take it out, maybe fry it off with some like kind of smoky bacon, a bit of lemon juice. Good to go. I know, it was really quick, Zed. I was just like, yes, one thing I don't need to worry about. Have to take off. I love you, John, and take care, Chapman. Thank you so much for the support, sweetheart. Love you too. And I will speak to you later on today. Much love, sweetheart. Is that on WoW? Yeah. You know the Mr. Pinchy in the Outlands? You usually have to fish at like the Skedis area. I started doing it last night and I got it straight off the bat. I was like, yes! Oh, the amount of hours I spent doing that back in the day was ridiculous, but I got really lucky. Oh, dear me. How's the job going anyway, Mr. Zed? Are you still enjoying it? Are you still on the roll, good sir? Are you still enjoying things? I hope so. Right, I'm going to put these in a bowl so they're ready. I'm going to cut these up into florets. Let's have a look. Sorry for the crashing and banging. Not really. I also felt bad about not using the stem. Like, learning things from this is great. Yeah, definitely, for sure. And I mean, if you don't like... You need to give these about 10 to... Probably like 20 minutes. It depends on how thick or how thin you cut these. Just until they slightly go a little bit more soft. But, you know. You can definitely use them for soups. So if you don't want to use the stalks, you just want to use the heads, and then maybe chop the stems up, some onions, some garlic. You can make a soup out of it, you know. Don't waste it. Don't throw it away. It's horrible when you throw it away. WoW's consumed my life. It's so good. Zed, I am not responsible for your actions with WoW. I might be partially responsible, but I'm not taking action or responsibility for this. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting another pan so I can keep these separate. So, I can cut them a little bit thin. Put them in there. I have no idea. I'm on like 110 token Warlock and EU, and just Timeless Isles getting like level 90 and gear from the mage. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I played that game a lot, so I've been there for nearly every expansion apart from Cataclysm when it got very boring. But Yeah, because I've been redoing all the quests and things, it's taken me a lot longer. I'm not really concentrating on leveling right now. I'm just more concentrated on achievement stuff and mounts and that. So I'll level when I level. I'm in no rush. Right, so we want some nice little florets. I don't want to go too small with these florets, but just making sure we chop up these stalks so we use them. But technically, you'll have a lot of broccoli. Just watch out as well. If it's a little bit bad, you're like, ugh, just cut it out. You know, you don't have to use it. So, chef is to blame. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, Zed. I'm never to blame. You know this. I was going to say, the only trouble here is you, but you're being a very good boy lately, so we're all good. We're all good. Don't even get any ideas. Don't even think about it. Oh! Saved. Oh, did my music stop? Wonder why it's a bit quiet in here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. There we go. It's been near on 10 years since I last played, so a lot of DLCs have no clue about. Oh, that's understandable, man. Yeah, if you took like that long of a break, then. I mean, I said I'd never play it again, but blame Zed. Blame Zed for this. Works both ways. Works both ways, good sir. Actually, 24K Brown Magic got me back into it. I think he stopped playing it now. I think he's concentrating more on his music, which is fair enough. And he's very good at, very, very talented with his music. But he did start playing. I started playing with him and the crew. But they've kind of stopped. I'm just carrying on. I'm enjoying it. And I get a little bit of spare time in the evenings. Touchy. Who's touchy? Don't know what you're on about. Sweet little nothing, Zed. Right. Cut this down. Very nice. Beautiful. Right, let's cut this up. Watch your fingers. Oh, I thought something was like crackling, but it's not. It's just the rattling. It's okay. It's all good. Right, so those potatoes are almost up to the boil. I'm kind of glad we put them on early and I didn't leave it, because that would have taken ages. So I did put them on a medium, like, highish heat, not a heavy boil, so that's why they're taking so long. Right. All we need to prep up now is the asparagus. Goodness me. I'm just going to drain off some of that juice from the cherries as well very shortly into a bowl. And then we can just put it back on with some more sugar, because it's quite tart at the moment, which I need to sort out. And there's quite a lot of liquid probably from the freezer, from the frozen cherries. So I just need to drain off that excess liquid, because I don't want to be standing there all day, reducing, be there till like 10 o'clock, you know, so. Hey, Chef. How's the day going? I'm doing wonderful, Hazy Dreams. How's your wonderful Tuesday going, my friend? Are you having a great day, amigo? Oh, delicious. Right, so broccoli, stems and tops ready to go. Carrots are ready. Asparagus, but I'm going to drain that juice off so I can get that back into the pan, and we should be good to go.